Hello, freshmen. I am Mrs. Donahue, your new temporary teacher. How are you today? We are starting Romeo and Juliet. I have to tell you, I've told you that I'm a nerd over it. I really am. But we want to start with videos. It's really important that you guys get this stuff broken down for you, kind of bit by bit. Ignore my coffee. And I really want to go over the prologue with you. So as you are kind of going over this yourself, stop and look at my videos. The prologue is like the back of a movie, like an old DVD. Do you guys even have that anymore? The info button on Netflix, maybe the best way to describe it. So you're pushing it, or you're turning the book over, or you're looking at the summary of events to know if you want to continue with the rest of it. When you were sitting down for a play in Shakespeare's time, it was the only real entertainment, but also like you're signing up for a 2 or 3 hour stretch of your evening. You want to be good with whatever's being shown. So the prologues exist to tell you what's happening. If the prologue tells you, hey, you're in for a tragedy, there are rules to tragedy. You know it's going to end with as many deaths of as many of the main characters as we can humanly fit in. Hopefully spectacularly. In Othello, there's a great moment where the last scene of the play has a big bed and characters like run in from off screen to just die on the bed, and the bed becomes this pile of bodies. It's just almost comical in its tragedy. It's like a horrible thing that's kind of funny. So in Romeo and Juliet, they open by telling you where you are. Almost never are you in England. I always throw this test question at you guys. Shakespeare doesn't write his plays in England unless he's writing about the histories of England. Otherwise, he always writes in other places. A lot of times it's Italy, sometimes it's ancient Greece, stuff like that. The reason being is that he can get away with a lot more political commentary and social commentary by pretending he's not talking about the people that he lives around. Totally is. But he just pretends he's not. I can't humanly be talking about them. This is in Italy. He was called the upstart crow for a few reasons, one of which is he could find the shiny object in something and just polish it to a shine. So Romeo and Juliet is based off of an actual story. And he looked at the actual story, was like, I'm going to change some stuff around, make this better, and then did. No one realizes that this is a real story because he changed so much that no one cares about the originals anymore. So in the original Romeo and Juliet, Romeo and Julieta, which was an old news story, news in quotation marks, that's a longer story. If one of you cares to ask me in class, I will explain. Romeo and Julieta, who were 18 and 22, met, secretly got married, and were married for many months prior to the husband, Romeo, fighting with Julieta's cousin and killing him, and then being penalized for killing her cousin by going to jail for a little while. Then they lived happily. That is a boring story, and Shakespeare's is better. But one of the first things he does is cut the ages of the characters way down. Keep your eyes peeled for that in scene 1. Hope you guys like what's happening.